Tuesday, January 6, 2009. After Interim Time Part 2. It has been my privilege to receive, transcribe, and publish messages from certain of our brothers and sisters from other star systems, and other distinguished sources. These messages are available in the archives of this site. They are filled with hope, love, and reverence for that which is uniquely Earth, and uniquely Earth human. I encourage everyone to pay close attention to these messages as we are entering uncharted territory. Nothing like our current transition has ever happened to the humans of Earth during our long history on this planet. This is my second posting to Mark's Corner for 2009. Today we welcome back Moraine from the planet Supsten of the star system Altair for a continuation of the message posted 3 days ago. Thank you, Mark. I am pleased to be able to communicate with you and others on Earth about these matters. Justine and I, and the others from Supsten, have been members of the armada for less than a year of your time. We were asked to come here to assist in the final stage of the transformation of Earth, the creation of a new civilization. I wish to explain now how you, the people of Earth, may find yourselves after the transition, and what you can do with it. As a result of the transition, you will find those that remain on your planet operating from a place of love. Fear will no longer dominate your lives. You will see others through the eyes of love, seeing them as your brothers and sisters. You will recognize them as fellow survivors of the Great Transformation. If you then organize yourselves based on that fundamental premise, you will understand how we constructed our associations on Supsten. I see it as a wonderful basis upon which to formulate things, as it takes into account the needs of all. Assume for a moment that everyone sees the light in each person, including himself or herself. Then how would they treat that person? I believe they would want the best for them. They would love themselves as a survivor, and they would love others as survivors, as fellow participants in building a new society. I would then propose that the next step to organizing would be a cooperative effort. Each person would wish to cooperate with others to maximize the good for all. Let us dub this type of organization a collaborative. It is different from the agricultural and insurance cooperatives on your planet in that it does not seek to make money. An example may help. Let us say that a group of people, a small community, if you will, wishes to have a bakery. One of its members is good at making bread. All agree that a bakery would be beneficial. All agree to contribute whatever they have to make it a success. No one thinks about making money on this adventure. There is just the desire to have the fruits of a bakery. One person provides flour, another oil, another sugar, another the fuel for the oven. In the end you have a bakery in operation. All receive bread. No one is left out. It is like the efforts of a large family. Indeed you have become an extended family. Now let us look at organizing a larger community. Keep in mind that your abilities to receive the thoughts of another person, and transmit your own, will have been returned to you as a part of the transformation process. So you will be able to communicate truth, ideas, and opinions. Utilizing this, you will easily be able to tell when you are organizing for the benefit of all, and when you are not. So we now have a larger community with the intention to band together. They wish to use the model of an extended family. They wish to operate from love and from the recognition that each person is important, and, most importantly, there is no hierarchy of power of one over another. Everyone is willing to operate in the best interests of all. This will be a new way of seeing things, so it may take a while to get it going. There may be a few mishaps as people slip back into old ways of seeing and doing. However, in the end, if you adhere to the principles of cooperation based on love, you will find yourselves with an organization of almost any size that seeks the best for everyone involved. On Supsten, we found that we were able to organize things quite well using this model. I do not know if it will work on Earth, but I would encourage you to try it. Is there a need for leadership? Oh yes, there will be leaders, but they too will operate from the basis of love, equality, and non-judgment. They will be people who happen to have the particular skill of leadership. They will not be rulers. They will not be attempting to control others. This then brings us to a medium of exchange, money if you will, or currency. If we have an organization, however large or small, it will eventually need to have a medium of exchange. Put into this model that money will be available for all. There is no scarcity. Currency is simply a medium of exchange, something that every person recognizes is of value, intrinsic or not. On Supsten, we agreed that money could not be lent or hoarded. No one may keep our currency as a means of building wealth. It expires after a period time. And no one may charge interest on the money given to another. Back to our example of the bakery. If the members of the collaborative wish to contribute money for the purchase of a baking machine, money is contributed to the baker. It is not lent. There is no expectation of making a profit. Money can be used to buy the bread, or other things can also be used to trade for the bread. Anyone in the community who has a need for bread will have it. What about those who can manage money well versus those who do not? Since money cannot be hoarded, it limits the ability of one person to seek an advantage over another. If a person needs help in determining how to spend their money, one of their brothers or sisters will step in to assist. Does this sound idealistic? Probably so. However, if everyone is operating from the basis of love, and that is where all will be after the transition, then this type of organization, this type of money, will be quite feasible. We made it happen on Supsten. I believe you can make it happen here on Earth. If you do, you will produce a wonderful new civilization. Not everyone will be able to contribute equally, depending on his or her skills. For example, children will not be full contributors. Once again, if you are coming from a basis of love, communities will organize themselves quite well. The weak will be cared for. Keep in mind, as I said in an earlier communication, there will be no disease, yet some will naturally be stronger, some will have more ambition, some will have leadership skills. Not everyone will be equal in desire. Nonetheless, all will be accommodated under the umbrella of love, telepathy, collaboration, and the desire to do the right thing. It is the desire to operate in this way, plus believing that it can be done, that will ultimately cause it to happen. What I am advocating here is a new civilization for the people of Earth, much like we have been able to achieve on Supsten. It will be drastically different from any known on this planet since the early days of humanity. It will be a return to those glorious days. It will be sustainable. It will be in concert with Earth and her bounty. Fear will be replaced with the light of love. This is the level playing field about which Justine and Brenton have spoken. Look upon it as a wondrous opportunity, and you will make the most of it. Yes, it will be challenging to construct such a society, but the benefits are enormous. Thank you, Moraine. I look forward to more communications from you and the others aboard the Starcraft. We eagerly await your arrival. In truth, love and joy. Mark. In light of pending changes and the likely unavailability of the Internet, I recommend that you save each of my postings to Mark's Corner to your computer. I have compiled a book containing all 2008 postings. For your autographed copy, send a check or money order for $15 to Paradigm Books, P.O. Box 270,156, Fort Collins, CO 80527.